Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Chicago Med boss teases dangerous development between Maggie and Frost. It's been a tough season for romance on Chicago Med. There have been tons of breakups among the various employees at Gaffney Medical Center, which can oftentimes ramp up the tension during work situations. Maggie Lockwood, Marlene Barrett, was the latest character to put the kibosh on her relationship, but she may just be gearing up for another. Med fans have noticed that there's a pretty strong bond between Lockwood and Dr. John Frost, Darren Barnett. They have camaraderie on the Gaffney floor, even when the going gets tough, as is standard. And since the romance between Lockwood and Lauren Henderson Wade is kaput, fans suspect that Lockwood and Frost could be a real possibility. The theory gained so much traction, in fact, that it was floated to Chicago Med showrunner Alan McDonald during a recent TV Line interview. He didn't confirm anything, but he didn't shoot down the idea of Lockwood and Frost being an item either. "We'll have to see on that," he told the outlet. "It's a very dramatic place to go." McDonald conceded that there are risks involved with bringing two main characters together. It's a decision that will have long-term ramifications, so it's not something he wanted to jump into without carefully considering. "It's always a dangerous thing if you have a friendship to cross that line," the showrunner explained. "So that's what I'll say about that." Maggie Lockwood is one of the most beloved characters on Med, but John Frost is someone we are still unraveling as viewers. He's a distinct presence within Gaffney Medical Center, and the pieces of information we've gotten about his past only make him more distinct. He was a child actor, actor Darren Barnett told TV Insider. "There's something way more heavy that way, more heavy to his experience, his trauma that came from that. Not just from his parents, but from something." Frost's trauma has served as the focus of the last few Chicago Med episodes in particular, and the notion of a romantic subplot could frankly serve as a nice change of pace for the character. A potential Lockwood and Frost relationship will also maintain the romantic balance within the show, given that we just witnessed the breakup of Dr. Hannah Asher, Jesse Schramm, and Mitch Ripley, Luke Mitchell. There is a lot that needs to be sorted out between those two, so a Lockwood and Frost, or a Frostwood, storyline could be an intriguing Med direction, danger or not. Maggie Lockwood has always been the rock of Chicago Med. Through personal struggles, professional hurdles, and life-or-death situations, she's remained a steady presence. But according to Chicago Med's showrunner, what's coming next for Maggie is unlike anything fans have seen before. A dangerous entanglement with Dr. Graham Frost that could shake the hospital to its core. At first glance, Dr. Frost seemed like a standard addition to the Gaffney Chicago Medical Center team, talented, ambitious, and a little too confident for his own good. But as the season has progressed, subtle hints have emerged about a darker side, an edge to him that doesn't quite sit right. And now, Maggie is caught in the middle of what the showrunner teases as a situation with no easy way out. The chemistry between Maggie and Frost has been bubbling beneath the surface ever since his arrival. What started as begrudging respect turned into moments of tension, unexpected camaraderie, and an undeniable spark. But while Frost's charisma has drawn Maggie in, his methods have raised red flags. He's been cutting corners, making risky calls, and pushing ethical boundaries, all under the guise of saving lives. And Maggie, always the voice of reason, finds herself torn between reporting him and protecting the patients who might benefit from his unorthodox approach. But it isn't just about medicine. There's something personal at play, something that makes Maggie hesitate. Maybe it's the way Frost reminds her of a past she's tried to leave behind, or maybe it's the undeniable pull between them, an attraction mixed with unease. Whatever it is, it's leading her into dangerous territory, and the consequences could be devastating. The showrunner teases that Maggie's upcoming choices will test her like never before. She's always been a person who stands up for what's right, but what happens when doing the right thing could have terrible consequences, when it could mean losing people she cares about? That's the conflict at the heart of this storyline. Viewers can expect tension to reach a boiling point in the next few episodes. Frost is on a trajectory that can only end in disaster, and Maggie may be the only one who can stop him, or the one who gets caught in the fallout. And as secrets start unraveling, the hospital itself could be at risk. One thing is certain, Maggie is about to face one of the toughest decisions of her career. And in true Chicago Med fashion, the repercussions will be felt far beyond the walls of the emergency room. Stay tuned. The bustling halls of Gaffney Chicago Medical Center have seen their fair share of drama, but according to Chicago Med's showrunner, the upcoming episodes will introduce a dangerous new development between Maggie Lockwood and Dr. Garrett Frost that could have dire consequences. Fans of the long-running medical drama have already been speculating about the duo's growing tension, and now it seems things are about to take a thrilling turn. Maggie Lockwood, the steadfast charge nurse who has long been a pillar of strength in the emergency department, is known for her no-nonsense approach and deep care for her patients. Dr. Garrett Frost, the brilliant but enigmatic trauma surgeon, has only been in the hospital for a short time, but his presence has already made waves. From their first interactions, there was a push and pull between them. Maggie's methodical, rule-abiding nature clashing with Frost's willingness to push boundaries in pursuit of medical breakthroughs. According to showrunner Andrew Schneider, the upcoming episodes will explore an escalating conflict between the two, one that could have serious professional and personal ramifications. Maggie has always been one to put her patients first, but when Frost takes a risk that jeopardizes both a life and the hospital's reputation, she finds herself at a crossroads she never expected, Schneider teased. It's not just about protocol, it's about trust, responsibility, and ultimately, what kind of medical professionals they want to be. Rumors have swirled that Frost's unorthodox methods will lead to a major ethical dilemma, one that forces Maggie into an impossible position. She may have to choose between protecting a patient's well-being and exposing a potentially reckless decision that could cost her dearly. Given Maggie's track record, it's hard to imagine her standing by if she believes a line has been crossed, but going against Frost may not be as simple as it seems. Frost isn't just another rebellious doctor, Schneider added. There's a reason behind his actions, a past that he keeps buried. The tension between him and Maggie won't just be professional, it'll be deeply personal, and when everything comes to a head, it will change them both. The show has never shied away from high-stakes medical cases, but sources hint that this storyline will have far-reaching consequences beyond the emergency department. Maggie's role as a leader and mentor could be called into question, especially if she is seen as complicit in Frost's actions. At the same time, there's a possibility that their charged interactions could evolve into something more complex. Whether that's respect, an uneasy alliance, or something even more unpredictable remains to be seen. Fans have already begun dissecting every recent scene between Maggie and Frost, looking for clues about where their storyline is headed. Some theorize that Frost's past may tie into a past case Maggie worked on, while others suspect that there's a deeper connection between them that has yet to be revealed. One thing is certain, Chicago Med is about to raise the stakes in a way that could alter the dynamic of the hospital forever. With the mid-season finale approaching, viewers should brace themselves for a jaw-dropping twist. The danger isn't just in the operating room, it's in the choices Maggie and Frost make and the fallout that follows. Whatever happens, one thing is clear. No one at Gaffney Chicago Medical Center will be left unscathed.